Welcome to Subramani. I have a peeve that my serious videos get much lesser views than my non-serious ones. So please click on the bell icon and watch such videos to the end because it will make you a better investor. I cannot come and tell you what share to buy, but I can tell you, like in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how economic thought or investing thought has moved over time. And I'm not going very far back. I'm going to the 1950s when Harry Markowitz came out with big set of complicated formulae showing how asset allocation should be done, how much should be in debt and how much should be in equity, right? Then I think Eugene Fama was after the perfect market theory or MPT, modern portfolio theory, were all launched. Modern portfolio theory was launched by, of course, then there was William Sharpe, who came out with Sharpe ratios showing how to calculate portfolio risk. Then Eugene Fama, I think, came out with MPT, which is modern portfolio theory, which MPT, when you say together, sounds more like MT. These are three professors, very intelligent. Sharpe ratio and Sharpe engines, you should see the kind of calculators and tools that they have, many free, some paid. Go and have a look at that. It is definitely something to learn. Now, I'm not talking of these people with any sense of disrespect, but I have not used any of these theories ever to build any portfolio, even in my professional life or even today, right? I don't do that nowadays anyway. I don't do that kind of work for anybody. But these were all things which we read and we couldn't decide how to and whether to use. Of course, I've taught this to a lot of people. All those people who write all these exams of NISM need to know what is Sharpe ratio, what is trainer ratio and things like that, right? But largely these three concepts have not been used as much by the retail investor. Of course, some professionals do use MPT also, but largely lies unused. And recently Markowitz said, oh, my own portfolio is 50-50 because if the market went up, I would feel sad. If the market came down, I would feel sad. So I'm at 50-50. So he is perhaps not using his tools. And then later on came remember, all three won Nobel Prizes, and then came another man who spoke about behavioral finance, saying all this is good in theory, but practically are we going to use it? How are we going to use it, right? So he did not get into this. He said human behavior is the way people behave decides how much money you will make. So knowing all this theory is not as important as knowing how a man will behave or how a woman will behave while investing. In fact, there's a lot of research to show that women are better investors, women make better investors than men, and men trade much more than women do, right? So behavioral finance, Dale Carnegie and Amos Tversky challenged the old structured numerical method of studying, but remember, he also got the Nobel Prize for behavioral finance. So what is important is the prospect theory is what Kahneman and Tversky found that people, exactly, when people experience a loss, the loss is much more felt than when there is a profit. So he actually said if the profits are 1 and the loss is 1, the loss of 1 is felt more like a loss of 2, right? 2 times more sorrow is felt when there is a loss than the pleasure when there is a gain. This is one of the prospect theories. And then there were many people researched and found it's not that this was a new concept. It was an old concept, but it was hidden somewhere, so they had to be enumerated, collated, kept in one place. And so we now talk about behavioral finance. So 1950s to 2010, this is the kind of change that has happened.